Hey guys, it is Saturday morning here in the Philippines and the start of a brand new month of May. And we are doing a comparison video that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I know I promised a square body 4x4 comparison, and we're still going to do that if I get one truck I'm expecting in the mail today. So hopefully we get it in and we can do this video. We may even merge it with Monday's premium unboxing, but we'll see what happens. But I figured I would go ahead and do this one, and I kind of forgot about it. And I've had all these cars at my disposal for a long time. And it's Christine. Who did it best? Was it Hot Wheels, Johnny Lightning, Greenlight, or Autoworld? I know I've kind of talked about it throughout some of my other videos, like Halloween specials, and then one from probably over a year ago when I brought out all the Christine stuff that I've had, or that I had at that time. Now I've accumulated even more, so I should do another updated Christine video, but I'll wait a few more months because I'm trying to get the police detectives Monaco and trying to get a Cadillac that resembles Darnell's Cadillac. That way I can kind of do the video and even try to get a Volvo wagon, like I think it's a 240 or something, that represents what Arnie's mom and dad had, that orange one. So anyways, we're working on that. So hopefully maybe in a few months we'll do an updated Christine collection video. But right now we're going to do a comparison video. The two that we have sitting in front of you right now are just kind of like an added bonus. These both are from Autoworld. And really, somebody on Instagram told me that this thing is going for some big money nowadays, and I really find it hard to believe because they were even like very cheap here. Now you can't find them here in the Philippines anymore, but I used to have like 3 or 4 of these. I bought a bunch of them when they first came out, and I've sold them since, so I wish I would have kept some. I do have the ultra red version of this car though, so luckily I have the chase and a regular variant. And this is like a permanent fixture of this old garage scene here with all the beaters. So it fits in very nicely, and this one does have the opening hood with the detailed dual quad wedge engine. And a little clean under the hood. I guess you could say this is when she first started changing. And one that I don't have is the partial resto one. Still waiting on that to arrive here, or I'll just pick one up when I get back to the States if it doesn't go through the roof like this guy. I do have the burnt one though. And this was, I think, shortly after this one. This is also a Miho exclusive, and it's the red chrome Christine. And this doesn't have the opening hood. The hood is screwed closed on it. I do not know why Autoworld did that on some of these cars, but yeah, some Christines have the hoods that open, some have the hoods that are screwed down. This one comes in a clamshell package with an acrylic display case, and the chase variant of it is, I think it's ultra red, but it has flames on it, and the wheels are red. It may even be silver with like red flames. I cannot recall. It may be regular chrome with like red flames or something. It just looks very different than what you would expect, and it's to distinguish it from these, because these almost look like an ultra red with the red chrome. So that's a tip. If you see these are not ultra reds. Some people did think that they were, but they're not. They're just red chrome. The ultra red variant is a little bit different. So, yeah, as I said, these are just kind of two bonuses because they're not really stock Christines. Well, they are, but the one is like pre-resto, and then the other one is just like some special red chrome variant. So anyways, let's get started, and we'll go with Autoworld since we're already on the topic. So we'll bring out the regular Autoworld, and all of my cars are unopened. I just display a lot of my, I display a lot of my stuff on their packages, or on their cards, or in their packages, I should say. So this is the Autoworld, which is open, as you can see. So this is the regular Evil Christine. I don't think they ever made a variant with regular windows. Even the original silver screen, which was just like the same package, but it was in a clamshell, like plastic package, and the car came in an acrylic display case, kind of like the red chrome variant. Well, this newer variant does not have the opening hood either. As you can see, it is screwed down. Now, the original one did, though. The one in the acrylic case, in the clamshell style package, the original silver screen, when Autoworld first came out a few years back, making 1/64 stuff. But this car is perfect. I mean, down to the hubcaps, the wide whites, the silver insert on the side, the white roof, the black tinted windows. Everything is perfect on the car. It's perfect with scaling. Got the correct license plates and everything to match the car in the movie. But overall, just for a 58 Plymouth, this car is perfect with the scale, size, dimensions. Overall, perfect. Diecast on diecast. So beautifully done by Autoworld. Second, we will bring out Hot Wheels. Since a lot of people always criticize Hot Wheels and being way off with cartoon proportions and such, this is actually the first Christine model that I can recall. They launched this, I think, before Autoworld launched theirs, or slightly after, or right at the same time. It was like right around the same era. They were way before like the modern Christine from Johnny Lightning and the one from Greenlight. Greenlight, I think, was last to the party on this one. But as you can see, pretty nice car. Nice card art, too, which is really cool. I think Hot Wheels has the best card art of all of them. So, let's get him out. This one I do not have opened yet, because I still have two of these guys. As you can see, one open. So, let's go ahead and look at the open one. So, this would be like your, I guess, friendly Christine. I don't know what else to call it. Like evil, non-evil. So this is when she's trying to blend into regular traffic with the untinted windows, maybe slightly smoked, red interior, and red with white top. The inserts on the side, detailed trim, wide white walls. The wheels, they're not so close to being like factory hubcaps, but this is pretty close to like what Hot Wheels has for like a 50 style car style wheel. I mean, that's what they have in their real riders, so they used the thing that they had closest to original. Now, the white whites look really good. The tail light detail, Plymouth across the deck lid looks good. The bumpers, everything part of the die-cast chassis, so that looks good. Detailed headlights in the grille, and even like a detailed emblem. I don't think it's painted, but it's there, that V. So pretty nice. And then for the scaling, as I said, the Autoworld is spot on. So looking at the Hot Wheels, it's pretty much dead on too with everything. The roof size, as I've complained about on other cars, the rust being off, this is perfect. The overall length, perfect. The overall wheelbase, perfect. I mean, they also nailed it perfectly. Detail with the tail lights, also pretty much perfect. They missed a little bit of trim around the edge of the deck lid, but the Plymouth is there, tail light details there, license plates there. Even the ridges in the rear bumper are there. The grille, not as detailed as the Autoworld, but it's still detailed. As I said, they have the V emblem, just like the Autoworld. License plates there. So they did very good. They missed the hood badge, though. That's the only thing that's missing. And maybe the proportions on the front end compared to the Autoworld are a little bit fat. Like, they look a little bit big, whereas the Autoworld looks more realistic and more slim, like the bumper's slimmer, the grille's slimmer. It may also just be the black highlights in the grille too. But the overall look of the Hot Wheels is perfect. There's no cartoon proportions there. Even the hardtop like windows, the A-pillar, perfect. They even have the wing window, the vent window in their window bucket. They just don't have any detail for like the vent window trim, but still perfectly done. So very nice by Hot Wheels. So next on our plate is going to be Johnny Lightning. So Johnny Lightning had a Christine model in their, I forget, like the Lightning Frighteners or something like that. Frightening Lightnings, I think they were called. And it had like Elvira's T-Bird, the Munsters coach, and Grandpa's Dragula, the casket car. Then they had Christine, but the Christine that they had was very badly done. The casting looked like shit, to be honest. They should have not even released that casting. It looked really bad. Here's their new one, which is really nice. Not sure when they retooled it. I don't know if it was before when it was Playing Mantis. I know it wasn't when Tomy was running the show. It was either when Playing Mantis was getting ready to go under, or it was when Round 2 picked up Johnny Lightning and Playing Mantis name after Tomy shelved it. So, not sure when that was. But when I seen this new casting, it was in 2016 when they re-released Johnny Lightning under Round 2. And they were using the Playing Mantis name, came back out with the old packages and such. I remember it was like something Glory series. It was a red, white, and blue 58 Plymouth. I have one in the States, and it was very nicely done. That's why I bought it. The casting looked great. But let's get him out and we'll go over it a little bit together. And this is your Darnell's Garage. They make a lot of really cool dioramas now. I think I've got all of them from Johnny Lightning. Now, Autoworld makes this diorama too, which theirs is a little nicer because it has like walls on the side of Darnell's Garage. It comes in a box, and Christine is on the bottom in a little like blister shell itself, and then the garage resin scene is in the upper part of the box. So it's a really cool set, and that is one that I'm lacking, so I would like to pick it up. But Johnny Lightning has a bunch of them too. They have where Arnie and Dennis find Christine at the old man's place, and they actually made a variant of this old beater style Christine, which is pretty nice. And then they also have one that is Buddy's Reckoning with Christine at the gas station, and Buddy's Camaro's in it. Actually, that was the Camaro that we had in my Camaro comparison a couple weeks back. So, let me get this Plymouth out itself. That way we can take a look at it, and then go over some of the details with it, because this one is also nicely done. Hey guys, I haven't taken this off this cardboard base. We're going to leave it on the cardboard base because we can look at everything we want. It is a diecast chassis. Diecast on diecast, like mostly all Johnny Lightning cars. I think the first plastic on plastic, or plastic base Johnny Lightning car I have since Tomy had them. Tomy had some that had the plastic base, but the newer stuff is this Chevelle set. That has plastic bases, but most of the other stuff doesn't. So this casting also has an opening hood. As you can see, the motor is wrong though. Christine in the movie did have the dual quad wedge like the Autoworld whenever they do have the opening hood. This has a single 4-barrel wedge style motor, and that still isn't bad though, because it does have a nicely detailed motor compartment. All the trim is there, and even with the vent window, they have the vent window trim, A-pillars, everything's detailed with the chrome trimming, side silver inserts. The hubcaps look okay, a little big in diameter though, but still not bad. I would say I favor these even a little more than Hot Wheels like attempt at it, because these look more like a stock 58 Plymouth hubcap with the white walls. Then on the back side, your detailed tail lights, and they did get the trim on the deck lid. license plate, sorry, and then the ridges in the rear bumper. Detailed door handles, and then also forgot to point out all of them have these detailed like fender bullets. The Autoworld, Hot Wheels, so they all got that right. And then the front end grill area, they did not miss the hood badge like Hot Wheels, so they do have that over Hot Wheels. The grill is actually even better detailed than I think pretty much all of them, because like here you could see they tried to do it on the Autoworld, but they missed the black. Then Johnny Lightning missed the license plate, but they got that grill 100% spot on perfect with being under the bumper. Hot Wheels did too. Actually, I think Hot Wheels, actually, their ridges are more defined. Like their vertical bars are more defined than Autoworld's. So how about that? That's one detail I will even give Hot Wheels over Autoworld. They did better on the under the bumper grill section with the vertical lines. Now the downside of the Johnny Lightning, as always, is the downside of the Johnny Lightning. The car is extremely small. As you can see, like the length is not too bad. It's a little off, but it's just like the width of the car is off. And then just the overall like girth of the car. This looks like a 3/4 scale sitting next to like a 1-to-1 scale or something is how I would say it. But for the car itself though, they're like proportions, like meaning body lines and all of that are pretty good. They did a heck of a job getting everything right, even though it's small. Still, they did a good job. I'll put this over here on the road, that way kind of fits in there. So, last but not least is Greenlight's take on Christine. So let me bring him out in the package. And they also have a really cool package. Actually, I'm going to say I favor their package more than Autoworld's. So overall, I think Hot Wheels wins it with the package, the card art. Even though it's a painting and not an actual picture, just that flames gives it that evil look. And then those high beam lights on and everything, it just looks really good. This looks more like a movie cover. And you see the whole front end. Whereas the Autoworld, they kind of cut off part of the front end. I think I like this one better than the Autoworld, in my own opinion. And then Johnny Lightning, since we're using one of their diorama sets, it doesn't really have any card art. It just has Darnell's Garage, which is cool too. So overall with the packages, we'll go ahead and weigh that out now. Number 1 would be Hot Wheels, number 2 is Greenlight, number 3 would be Autoworld, and number 4 is Johnny. Just because Johnny doesn't have anything. Now, I don't know about the single package one. I know they have single packed Christines. I'm not sure how the card art looks on that one. I do not have one of them yet. So, anyways, here's your Greenlight, guys. So let's get him out and take a look at him. And after looking at the Greenlight and looking at the Autoworld, now with the Greenlight and with the Autoworld, let's take a look at them next to each other. Let me lower this down so it's a little easier to see here. Now, as you can see with the hubcaps, and this is the thing with Autoworld, but Autoworld always claims to be the scale on everything. The wheels and tires on the Autoworld, just like their Mopar Rallies and stuff, it looks a little too small. And I'll show you what I mean with the Mopar Rallies. That looks a little bit ridiculous on the Dart. Whereas, let's just grab a Charger. I know this would have had bigger rallies, but the Greenlight looks pretty correct with their wheels and tires. Except for the thickness, they're always fat. Same thing with this, a little bit too fat. But the overall wheel detail is better. So, with this being said, I'm going to say that Greenlight pretty much nailed it on the wheels and tire combo. I think better than anybody did. I think the diameter, the proportions of the wheels, tires, and even the white walls are better. I think all of them have like where you may have an issue with like out around white walls, but it seems like Autoworld's a little more off than any of them. Hot Wheels, I think, is most accurate, but the whole sidewall is a white wall. So it looks like the gangster white walls on the Hot Wheels. But anyways, it's still not bad. Now, as I said, that was on the one regular release, but as you can see, still like the white walls on the Autoworld is not too bad. Johnny Lightning, as I said, the hubcap itself looks a little bit too big in diameter for the tire and the scale of the car. So that's my perspective on the Johnny wheels. So I think Greenlight has the best wheels and tires. Now, Greenlight also has separate chrome bumpers where nobody else does. Everybody else has the bumpers made to the body or made to the base. This is Autoworld, they're made to the body. Johnny Lightning also made to the body. Hot Wheels, on the other hand, they're made to the chassis. Greenlights, though, are plastic chrome. So that gives a little more detail on the Greenlight. Greenlight grill area and everything looks good. Maybe a little too squarish. I don't know. That's just like the hood contour, everything. I don't know. It looks a little bit too squarish, almost like a checkered cab like type of grill look with the double headlights, in my opinion. But it's still not bad. It looks pretty good. The overall length of the Greenlight is pretty much spot on, as you can see. And even now, looking at it, the tires on this Greenlight, they're not too wide. They're actually pretty good for the car itself. Overall, like roof and everything looks perfect. Not an opening hood casting, but hey, no big deal. Neither is Hot Wheels, and half the Autoworlds are not any longer. Casting is a little lighter, but not much. Very, very slight difference, if there is any. It just may be my own personal perspective on the weight. The thing that kills this car, and it killed it with their 240Z and a lot of cars, they try to put too much detail. And when I say too much detail, I mean around the windows. As you can see, they tried to put the trim around the hardtop, like window, the quarter glass, the door glass. And then they kind of missed the major trim look up here. And it just looks off on the roof, as you can see. It almost looks like it's chopped because they put too much emphasis on the trim around the side windows. The Autoworld, though, I will say, like their vent window and the rolled up windows, the vent window is too pointy at the top. The Greenlight, the Hot Wheels, even though it doesn't have trim, it's squared at the top. Same thing with the Johnny Lightning, squared at the top. That was the one thing that Autoworld failed on, but still not bad, though. As you can see, it's a little bit too pointy at the top. But they put too much trim around the windows, and their A-pillar is way, way too big. Way too thick. As you can see, it's just not proper looking. They didn't put a line there to break up the one part of trim that goes around the side glass and the piece that goes around the windshield, like Autoworld did. They kind of nailed that point. And as you can see, their chrome trim is very defined. And these side glasses would not have had that big chrome at the side. They roll up into basically the drip rail area. There is no part of chrome around the side glass, so I don't know what they were thinking at Greenlight. Hot Wheels nailed it. Autoworld nailed it. Johnny Lightning even nailed it. Greenlight did not. So that's the bad thing that they're doing to a lot of their castings. They put too much trim on the side glass and around the windows. They did that to the 240Z and it looks like shit. Then they did it to this, and that's, I can't say the car looks like shit because it does look pretty good. I mean, overall, it looks really good. I don't mind it, but still, you could tell just the glass doesn't look right. Like, it even looks like the roof slopes toward the back because the side glass on the quarter is shorter than the door glass, and even the door glass, if you notice on the back side, it is even starting to taper down. It tapers too soon, whereas it shouldn't. It should be just like that. So that's their screw up on the Greenlight. So overall, Autoworld wins it, hands down, no comparison. Then probably number 2 spot would be a tie between Hot Wheels and Johnny Lightning. Johnny Lightning, I'm going to say more falls into 3rd place because of their scaling. The scaling is way off. It's just too small. But the Greenlight, on the other hand, is really cool, really nice, and they win it with the wheels and tires. But the roof, the side window trim, kills it. So that you can kind of see with these two next to each other. As I say, Greenlight wheels and tires, you can see, do look better. But for the side glass, the roof, trim, Autoworld wins. Even Hot Wheels wins with that. Even Johnny Lightning wins. But as you can see, they're all pretty much good on the scaling. I wish I would have taken that off the stand now, but as you can see, Hot Wheels did good. Johnny Lightning too small. Or I'm sorry, Greenlight. And once again, Johnny's too small. Then there's the Hot Wheels. And Johnny Lightning's too small. And then your Autoworld. Johnny Lightning's once again too small. Then, let's put these guys right like this so you can kind of get an overhead look at them. And then we'll try to put, that's why I should have taken this off this cardboard base. But yeah, it's still, stay far away from the group, it looks fine. But when it's right next to them, it doesn't. So you guys get the point. But as you can see, Greenlight, Hot Wheels, Autoworld, scaling perfect on all 3. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. And hopefully we'll be back again tomorrow with a square body 4x4 comparison review of Autoworld, Hot Wheels, and M2 and Greenlight. So it'll be another 4-way comparison. So hopefully I'll get that order in and we can do that tomorrow. So guys, hope you enjoyed it. I left a Nikon here for my original Christine video with all the different diecast I have of Christine. But as I said, it's evolved and hopefully we'll do another one in a couple months, an updated episode. So make sure you watch that. I'm sure you'll enjoy it if you're a Christine fan. And if you have not subscribed yet, please remember to do so. I left the icon here on the right. And please give me a thumbs up and share the video and tell your friends about my channel. So enjoy the start of your weekend, and I will talk to you again hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for watching.